Alright, well, what's going on, everyone? It's good to see us all here today. I hope we're having a great start to our Thursday. It's a Thursday morning because we're all here to learn some exciting news that Jagex just dropped upon us yesterday. Now, most of you are probably already aware of this, so if you are, I apologize. You clicked off the video, that's fine. It was good to see you here for the little bit that you were. But for those of us that don't know, or who might have missed the news post, or maybe just haven't had time because of your busy life schedule, Jagex finally dropped the Leagues for Trailblazer Reloaded release date. Now, I'm not going to blue ball you here because I know a lot of you think that I ramble. Here you go. Boom. Jagex has now officially released, oh, don't play the trailer, that they are going to launch the League on Wednesday, November 15th. Only a few about a month away. I thought that this would also be a good video, not only to just give you the release date, but to show you, or at least tell you a little bit more about the League in case you're not for sure, because there is some things that have changed, not only just because this is sort of like a replay of the previous League, which was, of course, Leagues 2, Trailblazer, and I have a little bit of experience with that, so I thought I'd give you just some other details that they've released and talked about in case you maybe haven't noticed them. Rewards, how the things are going to work, the relics. They haven't given us many relics yet, but sort of just some of the differences between the two different types of leagues. And I thought I would show you my storied history with the leagues in general, since this is League number 4. The first league, the Twisted League, that's the one that I spent the most time on. As you can see, the best I got was the Adamant Trophy. If I show you my trophies here real quick. So Twisted League, I got all the way to the Adamant Trophy. That's the one I definitely went the hardest on. And then Leagues 2 Trailblazer, which is the one that's being reloaded for the 4th league, I played a little bit. And I even have a series, if you check it out on my YouTube channel, sponsor, this was my playlist, if you ever want to go back and say, hey, how did TheBaldMob do terrible on Leagues 2? Here was my playlist. I didn't get as far in it as you could see. I actually made videos on the Twisted League way back in the day, but most of you probably weren't here for that because that was on my previous Runescape channel, which is no longer with us for reasons that we're going to leave to YouTube and me. So, and then the Shattered Relics League, which was the one that happened most recently, pardon me, I was kind of going through a lot, no, for better and for worse. I'm much better now. So I really only played that league, just very, very barely. I basically got the participation trophy, so that's my history with the leagues. I played a lot of Twisted, I played a good amount of Trailblazer, and I played basically none of the Shattered Relics. But this league, I am hoping to jump in with everybody and really take place inside of it, get my freaking little hands into it, and I really want to talk about some of the things that they've discussed for this league, because there is some key differences and some new things too that I want to really make sure that we all know about. So let's jump into the news post really quickly that Jagex released just yesterday. Alright, so I'm not going to bore everyone with a lot of the basic details. I'm imagining if you're watching this video, you know what a league is, but it's basically a temporary game mode, very similar to Dead Man mode. Now, Trailblazer Reloaded, or Trailblazer in general, which was League number 2, is basically based on unlock. So you only start like this map right here. You only start with like 2 areas of the whole entire RuneScape region unlocked, Mythalin and Karamja. Karamja, I'm assuming for like Fire Cape purposes. I'm not exactly sure why you start with that one, but you begin with those 2 areas unlocked. And then as you complete these tasks all throughout the world, like, simple things like killing a goblin, baking a cake, completing this quest, you complete these like very minute tasks all the way to very major tasks. The more tasks you complete, the more areas you can unlock. So you can unlock different parts of the map to go complete more tasks, to earn more points, and then that's, translating to your league points, kind of like your overall score. Now, the big difference between this one is in the previous league, League number 2, you did not have access to Korund and Kibos, but this time you will. I think the main reason for that is because the first league, the Twisted League, took place solely in Korund and Kibos. You were locked to that area. So when Leagues 2 came out, they're like, okay, the whole first league was centered around this area, so we're going to just kind of completely nix it. We're getting it completely ganja. So this time, you're going to actually have the added option to be in Korund and Kibos. That's going to add a whole nother layer just there alone. Now, of course, these unlocks are permanent and cannot be undone, so you have to choose the areas you want to unlock wisely, of course, and that adds a whole nother layer to it because you really have to make meaningful choices And like they say, forge your own path, which makes everything very unique to you. So there's very obvious choices on some of them. Now, of course, they're doing their best to make sure that there's no particular meta, which is great. I appreciate that. So you get to pick whichever one you want, and no matter what, you're going to have a great time. You're going to be able to forge the path that you want and get the things that you want to do and how you want to play the game, because everyone is different, right? Well, you know, except for some of those weirdos that like PvP. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, so just again, like they say, most of the rules are going to stay pretty much the same if you played the original Trailblazer League back in the day. You're an Iron Man, no grand exchange, you complete tasks to unlock points, to unlock more parts of the world, to do even more things, then you get access to these relics to gain basically super OP powers. Now, one key difference here though is that instead of having your number of, the number of points, you know, so like there's hard tasks that you get 15 points. And then there's easy tasks where you get 5 points. It's no longer the number of points that unlock areas, only the number of tasks. So you want to complete 10 tasks to unlock your first area of the map. Then you complete another 20 tasks. So you could technically just, you know, mainline a bunch of easier sets of goals to unlock as much of the world as possible. The really only thing you want the points for, completing like harder tasks, of course, is going to be for your overall league score, for your points to spend on rewards, or for the, you know, higher ranking trophies to show your EP. Now, of course, the unlockable areas are as follows. Every part of the world, right? Wilderness, Fremennik Isles, Asgarnia, Mauritania, the Caradian Desert, Kandarin, Tehran, Korand, and Kibos. Now, there's a couple of new things that have been unlocked in the world, or I guess unlocked in RuneScape, since the last time they did this. There's a lot of new things that weren't around previously, like Desert Treasure 2, so they're going to have to make adjustments for some of those bigger pieces of content that are now in the game. And then here they give you a quick overview of some of the tasks. Like I said, completing tasks gets you the league points, which help you in the middle of the league to unlock relics, and then after the league to unlock your certain rewards, like your cosmetics, the things that you can combine to make things look cool. I really love the rewards for all of the leagues, some of them better than others, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But here's just a very quick example of some of the league tasks. Like, some of them are so simple, like opening the menu, completing the tutorial. And this is an accelerated EXP rate, right? It's like ×5 EXP just from the jump. Just from you logging into the game, you got crazy hands XP. Now, here's something that they say is going to be different. Not only are you going to be asked to choose between 3 tier 1 relics at the very beginning, you're also going to unlock a passive buff with every single unlock. So not only are you going to pick one specific relic every time you advance, you're also going to gain a passive, which is great. And also, there's going to be one more tier than usual. So there's going to be even one higher tier advanced further. I can't even begin to imagine how much, stronger they can make your characters with these relics, because sometimes some of the combinations can get pretty insane. This is this year's cosmetic outfit. It looks pretty cool. You look like a member of the Fire Nation from freaking Avatar. It looks pretty sick. I do like this one. Normally, and there are a lot of points, so like there's 3 tiers of them. So like this guy over here in like the little it's like faded, then the middle, and then the guy with like the little fire hat at the very end. That's like the 3 different sets of tier, so you have to advance, and it gets more expensive per level of the outfit, which is kind of a cool idea. So I do like that. That's pretty sick. Then you have the banner. Never really a huge fan of the banner because it's just like you carry around it on a pole. Hey, look at me, I got a big pole. I mean, I understand why some people need to do that, but not me. So that's what that is. It's just like like all the other banners you can get from clue scrolls throughout the game. Yip yip hooray. Now the trophy this year looks pretty sick. Normally you can unlock all kinds of trophies like you saw on my character in the game. You get trophies just for participating in the game, or for reaching a certain ranking or a certain threshold of points. Normally it's competitive, and Jagex has said that they're going to make sure to make it not to be where you have to kill yourself by playing the game non-stop and then you go to sleep for 2 hours like a freaking schmuck, and then someone passes by you and you just completely get outranked. So they're going to try to make it to where it's more of a certain threshold for points instead of having to reach a certain pointage by the end of the tournament. Does that make sense? So no longer will you have to quit your job, abandon your family just to get this coveted dragon trophy. But it does look sick. It does look sick. Coming from a guy who only has the adamant trophy, this looks sick. Alright, and then there's the animation teleport, which I do think is cool. Sometimes they go pretty hard with these animations. This one it's alright. Some of the other ones, like the Twisted League, or not the Twisted League, the original Trailblazer Reloaded one, I mean, I guess Trailblazer League 2, that one looks pretty sick. Again, this is just an animation, which is fine, but my Lumbridge home teleport is like the one with the cow, where you get kicked in the face and get sent like light years into the planet atmosphere. So this one is alright, but it's not going to be something I spend my hard-earned points on. Now is when we get to the things that aren't like, they have these every year. They have the outfit, the animation, and the banner, and the clothes, right? Those are the same. They have a specific set of those for every league. Now is where we get into kind of the more unique stuff. The first one being the upgrade to Din's Bulwark, which is pretty cool. It makes it look like Zuck's shield, or, you know, the wall that he faces in the Inferno. Not that I would know, I've never done the Inferno, but it looks pretty cool. If I ever get a Din's Bulwark, hey, we just talked about raids yesterday. Everyone really liked that video. Thank you for the support. For those of us that, well, did support it. So Din's Bulwark gets a little update. I wish we could see the actual 3D model, but that's a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like. And then the Toxic Blowpipe Ornament Kit. That looks pretty sick, especially with like the Lava Mutagen. I bet that would look freaking insano mode. I bet it would go yard, brother. But again, I've done like 3 Zulrah kills, so until I get a Toxic Blowpipe, this is just, well, a pipe dream. And then the last one here is the, well, not the last one, the Ornate Rejuvenation Pool in your house. You can kind of, you know, get a little kit for it to make it look like a nice little fire, which is, well, it's very cute. It's cute, and I wish I could get it, but anyway. And then the last one, it's not the last one, I keep saying that. This one is one that I probably will be one of the few things I get from this league, and it's the change to the High Alchemy theme. So instead of, you know, the whoa, 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 like you do it every time you high alch something, you like smack your hands together with a freaking force, and it bursts into flames, which sounds pretty cool. Now they just give you a little concept art for it here, but still, sick idea. The Vengeance, which is like a lunar spell, which gives you, instead of just a skull, now the skull is on fire. Now, finally, your death animation, which I'm not going to get this one because I'm a freaking hardcore man, and I'm not going to die, no matter even what Jagex says. No matter what they say. This is a cool one, though. So instead of just, you know, falling to the ground and doing the little prayer dance, you explode into a ball of fire, and then you come back, born as a phoenix rising from the ashes. Pretty sick, pretty sick. So that's pretty much just everything there that they've given us. They give you a little frequently asked questions here, which as of right now, there's not much. It's going to be 8 weeks, of course, 8 weeks of league-tastic fun. We'll only get 3 areas to unlock. Clue scrolls will be only completable in the area you unlock, so you won't have steps that you cannot complete, which is good because last time in League 2, when this originally dropped, that was not the case. So that's all fun and games. So that's pretty much everything there. I thought really quickly I would just show you before we go here all of my, I showed you my trophies. Oh, I gotta enter my pin. Hold on. So you can probably see my 2 crowning achievements right now on top of me. I've got the twisted, put the trophy down. I've got the twisted Slayer helm, which was what I worked for in the first league night and day. It's the only thing I wanted was to be able to change my Slayer helmet to look like this, which it looks pretty cool. Out of all the options for Slayer helmet, it's probably my favorite. And then from the original Trailblazer League, I got the ornament kit for the Dragon Axe, which you can see in my hand right now. Now, I do have leftover points. I've got about 4,000, almost 5,000. So I could get some of the things. Here's all the things from the Twisted League first. So look at the outfit. Outfit number 3 is 10,000 points. Some of the things are cool. Some of the things are not. Like, I wouldn't really probably want anything from the first league. There are some other things I could get from Trailblazer 2. Like maybe another ornament kit for like the Dragon Harpoon if I ever got it. Or the Dragon Pickaxe, I believe, if I ever got it. You can also get some things for like the Graceful outfit. It's 6,000 points for all 6 pieces. Which, I mean, I'm almost there. So you can recolor like the Graceful outfit. Now, the Shattered Relics didn't really have anything I really cared about, mainly because I couldn't use most of it. I could get an ornament kit for my cannon. That'd be kind of cool. The Variety ornament kit, I don't even know what that is, actually. You could get it for your Mystic outfit, which I guess would look kind of cool. I actually don't even remember what that looks like. I might have to look into that. Now, the outfit for the Shattered Relic League did look pretty cool. Looks like this guy right here, if I recall. So, anyway, that's just a quick rundown of this league. I hope you were excited. I'm going to be covering it in quite a bit of detail, so hopefully you stick around and aren't sick of me yet. I'm going to do my best to get as much filmed for the league as I can. I really want to go hard in this one. I did in the Twisted League. You just can't see the videos because they got taken down by, well, my old channel got taken down. And the Trailblazer League, if you want to go check it out, if you want to get a refresher on it, I'll link the description in this description of my old playlist for the second one. But yeah, so that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't ramble for too long, but there was a lot to talk about. So I hope everybody enjoyed, and I'll see you hopefully very soon in either another Runescape video, maybe a progress video, or maybe another news video, because Jagex has been blessing us with lots of good news. Good news. And until next time, everybody, as they say in the frickin' business, bye!